Valley. It's great to see people who have such concern for our built environment that they're willing to go to such efforts to save historic buildings. So our next presenter is John Patrick Rooney. And John went to architecture school at the U, and then he went to the Bartlett in London, and now he is working at an animation house in LA. See if you're full screen.
Okay, yeah, my name is John Patrick Rooney. As you heard, I went to architecture school, and this is an example of the work that I do now. I'm a designer in a really small studio. There are only 3 of us, and I found in architecture school, I came out of it actually prepared with a lot more skills than specifically like design skills that could be applied to a lot of different fields other than architecture, and so. Anyway, so this is the sort of stuff we do. We do commercials, music videos, like all sorts of things that involve 3D matte painting. But primarily I'd like to talk about one project that was my first directing sort of thing. And should come up here in just a second. Anyway, we were approached by Fuel TV to do a project to promote motocross, and so anyway, we wanted to do it for real and actually build the thing based upon this game, Excite Bike. So we started looking at beginning to tell the story of like a great race and kind of have a hero person, and then it goes on to win this race. So we began with a bunch of storyboards and really kind of fleshed out the narrative and how we were able to like, tell the story. That evolved into an animatic that is essentially like an expanded version of the storyboards. This is something I created in the program Maya that is really close to the final product actually, but it's really rough and crude. But it enables us to like, establish our shots for when we shoot this live action. So, and get all the like camera angles right and everything. So,
yeah.
So one of the main obstacles for us was really to figure out how do we make these digital objects and actually physically construct them into real props that can be used for a shoot, that somebody can wear, that somebody ended up being me in the shoot. So a lot of like my architectural background really facilitated this process. And we used a lot of CAD/CAM technology, laser cutters, CNC mills. Actually, we took the bike and sectioned it up like you see in that drawing, and then used a CNC router to mill out all the parts. And then eventually we worked with welders, and we just built the whole thing really ourselves, just kind of sandwiching these pieces together. To make the bike. Here's kind of like an early section of it, and it actually came together a lot easier than I thought it was going to, just because of the like, proper planning and making a full set of construction drawings for the project. We did the same thing with the helmet too. We cut a baseball helmet. Sorry about the tinniness. Anyway. Yeah, so here's just kind of construction of the bike in our workshop. Then, what's going on next? We also have to make these props actually like functional. So we built a stand that it could, during the shoot, we could animate the bike and the rider on the bike, popping a wheelie and going back and forth. And we hired a welder to like construct this for us. So here's the shoot. You can see the green stand there. Everything is green because we had to key it out. Since we only had one rider and one bike, we had to shoot it from several different angles and then color correct it for the final piece. And so we would change the numbers out. They're just Velcro numbers on the thing. And we were able to use the animatic, that you can kind of see it down there. It's a little blurry, but to match the camera up to the angles that we had sort of specified earlier. And after the shoot, we did kind of a lot of magic in the computer to kind of make the thing come together, and what you're going to see next is the final product.